Y'all always talking trash. You heard me? Y'all always talking trash about me. You heard me? And I did. I said, chill. Like, I was coming. I was doing something in the background. You heard me? Hey, Melissa. What's up, Steffiana? Thank you so much for supporting the page the way that you do. Hey, Miss De Jesus. How are you? What's up, Kelsey? What up, Deb? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What up, Miss Mary? How y'all doing? Y'all hit that share button. Hit that share button. Let me know if my background is too loud for y'all. I'm sitting outside. I'm sitting outside, and if the background is too loud for y'all, let me know. Hey, Miss Antoinette Bull, how you doing? What's up, Crown or Broke? Where you been at, girl? How you been? How you been? Where you been at? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Let me go and share this live out. Share the live. Can you guys do me a favor, please? And thank you. Please hit that share button and hit the like button. Please and thank you. And I am going to open up the panel for you guys. I want to start off by giving some insight on some things, okay? A real account of poly lifestyle and its struggles, not just assumptions, not just people making stuff up, not from a biased standpoint, none of that. Like real, raw, and uncut. Because if you guys missed May's, girl, oops, I'm on my other profile. If you guys missed May's live, I want you guys to go over there and go watch it, especially the last like 35, 40 minutes when Whitney joins the panel, because I feel like this was like different. It was refreshing. It was like a real bird's eye view into like the real raw and uncut transition of Whitney going into poly and what they are faced with. Like, I think this was one of Maybay's best lives, like in a minute, because it was like impromptu. Hey Teresa, how you doing? It was impromptu and it showed us what's up, Darnell. How you doing, love? How you doing? How you doing? It showed it highlighted Whitney's side and her struggles and what she's going through. And I'm going to talk to y'all not just from a standpoint of like somebody just watching May and Whitney go through the transition with their poly lifestyle. I'm going to come from a place where I actually know firsthand, because watching Whitney, what we witnessed was Whitney struggling. She was fighting with her. She fight right now. She fighting with her heart and her brain, and we're gonna get into it. We're gonna have a real raw conversation, and I want y'all to try to have an open mind. For those who are closed minded to the idea of poly, I want y'all to try to have an open mindset. Okay, and I really think, I honestly believe this is an opportunity for May and Whitney to like catapult into the stream again. I really do. And I really, really hope that my friend takes advantage of it. I truly do. Especially if Whitney is willing to be more vocal. It don't have to be an everyday thing because you don't want to saturate it anyway. You know, but maybe like weekly updates or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We finna talk about it. We finna get into it. Y'all hit that share button. Sharing is caring, and it don't cost you a thing. Train. Y'all let me know if my background too loud. If my background too loud, I'm gonna go in the house. I'm gonna go in the house because it sounds like my background gonna be too loud. Is my background too loud? I see no comment. You don't see no comments because everybody probably on YouTube. Joseph, if you tuned in from Facebook, come on over to YouTube because I'm gonna end up clipping Facebook anyway. Y'all know I only share to my Facebook to let y'all know that I'm live. I only share to the Facebook to let y'all know that I'm live. You agree we got clarity? I'm telling you, I feel like, so first and foremost, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Summer, your host with the most, and I'm so excited right now because I'm telling y'all, if y'all missed it, I definitely plan on highlighting it. Um, but it put me in a place of like, it kind of took me back. It was like reliving something almost. Because knowing first and foremost, some of y'all know I've shared previously, I've been in a poly marriage before. It's a part of my religious beliefs. My first marriage I was in was actually poly, and not only did I live, that I was I in a poly marriage. I know lots of women who have been in poly marriages and what they went through, and just having dialogue amongst my sisters and the things that people have went through, the emotions that they have to overcome, and the things that they face. So this is not an assumption. This is not me just kikiing, wanting to troll them, wanting to paint nobody else to be the evil villain. Nothing. This is gonna be real, raw, uncut. Because if y'all paid attention, like if y'all watched that live and y'all opened up your mind and was listening to what Whitney was sharing, she was telling us what she was going through. And for anyone who has like I feel like if you were listening with an open mind and not a judgmental eye, you would have seen how Whitney was being vulnerable, and she shared a moment of transparency of her fighting with her heart and her mind. Right? You sneaking again? What's up, Mel? Hey, Cupcake Boo. She was fighting with her heart and her mind. If y'all over on Facebook, come on over to YouTube, you guys. Come on over to YouTube. Let me drop the link for y'all real quick because I'm going to be clipping it, and I am so excited to kind of talk about this. It's kind of late, but um, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Y'all let me know if my background is too loud, and I will take my behind in the house for sure. Let me drop the link for Facebook real quick. You missed you missed it again? Well, go back and watch the very end of like the last 45 minutes of Days Live if you want to go tune into what I'm referring to. I dropped the link in the comments on Facebook. Come on over to YouTube, you guys. If you're on Facebook, come on over to YouTube. I'm going to be ending the live stream on Facebook momentarily. Yes, we finna talk about it because this is a real thing. And this is not a topic for someone who is closed minded, and who is not willing to accept that poly is a real thing. It's a category in relationships. Like this is not just a mate thing. It ain't never just been a mate thing. Poly is a relationship status. It's been around for many, 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 many moons, and it's like in abundance now. It's more forward. It's more transparent. People are living in their truth, coming out from the bushes and stuff like that. And it's not only tied to just religion. Some people are accepting that they are not monogamous people and that they are polygynous, and that they want to be with more than one person, that they can give love to more than one person, and just being honest that sometimes you're just not satisfied with one person. And a lot of us are that way. A lot of men specifically are that way. And I've shared before, sometimes we don't want to hear that truth from men, but we're going to talk about this in a general way. I missed it too, but I will be watching that live after this one. Yes, please go back and watch it. And make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. Make sure y'all share me out before y'all leave from Facebook. Make sure y'all come on over to YouTube. I'm finna clip y'all in about 30 seconds. I'm going to be clipping Facebook in about 30 seconds. Come on over to YouTube, you guys. Come on over to you. How y'all doing tonight? And y'all can share the YouTube live too. Drop down your chat box and hit that share button and share me out. Drop down that chat box, hit the share button and share me out. Copy the link and put me in some groups. Put me inside send me to your mama, your aunties, your cousin. Just share me out. Tell your friends to go tell a friend. Let them know we could be friends. You know what I'm saying? We finna get into it. And I'm going to drop the link, and I'm going to let people come up. We're going to have a mature dialogue. Like, and you can have an opposing view and all that stuff, but I want you to at least listen and try to understand. Not just have a judgmental outlook. Try to understand and comprehend, even if you don't agree. Like, you might learn something. What up, maybe life? What's up? You might learn something. You see your face on a big screen, baby. You see you and your wife up there. All right, Facebook. I'm about to end Facebook. Please come on over to YouTube, and I'm finna get into this little recap. About to give y'all my 2 cents on it, because when I tell y'all that live left me like so excited, it left me so excited, and it like just catapulted me back into some old feelings, into some old things like personal experiences, and things like that. So we gonna have a real live dialogue. I'm finna clip this, and we finna get into it. Hold on, Facebook. I'm dropping y'all off. What you say, Darnell? Dropping y'all off at the pool. So if you want to get into this, come on over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. And here we go.
Nice. The tea is coming soon. We got the tea. If you're at home or on the move, but you gotta stay tuned.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Summer's room. The tea is coming soon.
We got the tea.
If you're at home or on the move, but you gotta stay tuned.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Summer's room.
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
And we are back like we never left, you guys. Welcome to Summer's Room. We're finna recap Bay's Live, where Whitney came up on the panel and she got super transparent with us. May and Niecy, welcome to the chat box. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give my perspective on some things. May, you know you're more than welcome to come up if you would like to. Niecy, baby, too. I want you to let me know if you feel like what I took from that live is dead on, right? It's dead on. So just check me out. So if y'all, like I said, if y'all missed it, go watch. It's like the last 45 minutes of May's Live, okay? Whitney comes on the panel and Niecy Baby comes on the panel. And they tell us how they end up all coming back together. Because if y'all missed it, hey Lola, if y'all missed it, everybody is, the bunch is back together. Niecy, Niche, Whit, and May. They all doing it together. No more separate. They got to do it together. So Whitney had pretty much admitted, like, she told Niche, like, go ahead and get up on out of here. She didn't think that she could deal with it. And then she set on her feelings and her thoughts. And then she came back and she said, if we're going to do this, we got to do it together. And listening to her talk, and I'm going to take y'all back to the beginning. I know a lot of people like to ignore the fact that the facts, and this is the stuff that came out of Whitney's mouth herself. You know, Whitney came into a situation where y'all know Whitney is the V word. Well, I don't think she is anymore, but she came in the V word and she had made some promises to her wife, you know, after they were to get married, about some things that was going to come about. But when they got time to do those things, she wasn't ready. She wasn't comfortable, which is, you know, it is what it is. She can't make herself be comfortable with something and be ready, right? And then later in it, she realized, I can't give my wife what she wants. And what I took from that moment of transparency with Whitney was, I can't give her what she wants, and it's unfair for her to be in a relationship where she is totally unfulfilled. And it doesn't have to be, this not going to work, so it has to be the end of us. We have another option. We can do poly. And no, I didn't want it. I expressed that I didn't want poly, but this is something that I am willing to try to save my marriage, you know, because it's an option. I know for a lot of people, y'all like, nah, it's either us or no, but that's not all it is. For people who could be open-minded and can understand that it doesn't have to be the end of a relationship, y'all can try other things to keep it together. This is where Whitney is. She's like, I'm going to try this out. I want to save my marriage. I'm going to try this. I'm going to save my marriage, you know. It's a benefit for all of us. You know, it's her being selfless in this moment, understanding that is unfair to her wife, you know, and understanding that she came in saying that she was going to be able to be open about something and then realizing she wasn't ready for it. Okay. And I don't care what nobody say. If y'all pay attention to Whitney's interaction with May, for the stuff that y'all have been able to see, or just in the background, when Whitney is in the background, Whitney is very much so on May's a double scribble. You know what I'm saying? Like, she almost like demands May's attention. She likes her attention. And when they announced that mono poly thing, I said, I mean, we're going to watch it, we're going to see. But from my perspective, I didn't see that working. And why I didn't see that working was because I'm like, how May going to split herself up like that? I'm like, because I feel like, and May, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, you're going to pick your wife every time. I'm like, not only is their time already stretched thin, Whitney doing her thing with work, May is in grind mode right now, trying to make sure she, you know, they making enough money to, you know, keep her home, you know, together. And when she finally do get a moment to herself, she's going to be in a position where she's going to have to choose, since it wasn't a togetherness. Am I going to spend time with my wife, you know, today, or am I going to spend time with, you know, the potential? And May won 9 times out of 10 pick Whitney every time. And even if she didn't, Whitney ain't finna have it. You not finna tell me I can't spend no time with you when you've been ripping and running and been busy all day. I need your time. So that would have potentially alienated the new girl coming in. Um, and that's just where I saw it from. I could be wrong, but from what I know of May and what I have seen for myself firsthand with Whitney, I didn't see that working. It's just not enough time in a day. It's not enough time, in a week, on top of the new girl coming in potentially having distance, not being in the same state. That's another hurdle. Um, when Whitney and them was talking over the phone before Niche came there, y'all got to understand, she already like, I'm doing this for the betterment of, to try to keep my marriage together, understanding like I'm not in a place to give my wife, what she need, and we have another option, so we're gonna try this out. You know what I'm saying? And so, we talking on the phone. It's different. Niche came out there and was on. Niche came out there and was, front and center, personable, like physically there. So you have to understand, you sitting there, Whitney is sitting, and she is having to watch her wife interact with another woman, right? So she, 9 times out of 10, from where I see, and this is my personal opinion, I could be wrong, she fighting down between her heart and her head. I love this. I don't want to see this. I don't want to share her, but I know this is the right thing to do. It's like an eternal tug of war. And I know what that's like because I've been in that position. Because even with me at the time with like going into poly and being open to it, like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I know I'm going into it. Once you get into it and feelings are involved, you love somebody, having to watch somebody interact with your person is like, it's hard. Is hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. I said Whitney wants to try poly, but her reason for wanting to try, from my perspective, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, if maybe you still in the comments, Whitney's reason for wanting poly, because Whitney in the beginning said she didn't want poly, but now she's trying poly because she understands that, you know, she's being selfless, understanding if she's not ready to fully open up to her wife, this could potentially be a way to solve our problem. This could potentially be a way to solve her problem. So Whitney is being selfless and saying, hey, let's try this. You know, let's give it a go. You know, I want our marriage to work. Let's get it. Let's go. I gotta stop watching people. I'm picking up all they little all they little cues and statements that they say. So yes, Whitney wants poly. And from where I sit, I'm gonna say it again. She is trying out poly because she is being selfless in this act. She understands that it's unfair to kind of, you know, leave May in a position where she's feeling unfulfilled in certain areas. Even though May has expressed like she's already compromised and kind of got accustomed to certain things and it is what it is, she in a place where like, let's try it, let's see where it goes. So Whitney saying, I shut it down, everybody got to go, I'm not doing this. It's her fighting with her heart in that moment. It's her fighting between her heart and her brain. It's like a legit tug of war. Like it's like a legit tug of war. Um, Dang, Nish, you made me lose my train of thought reading your comment. And I felt like Whitney, just being transparent in that moment, it was new, it was refreshing. It gave people an opportunity to see it's not May pushing this onto nobody. This is what Whitney wants to try. It was Whitney being transparent about her struggles with it. And it's not going to be the last time. I don't know if y'all had these conversations. I'm not going to ask if y'all had these conversations. But when I was listening, I'm like, Nisi baby and Niche, y'all going to have to be super duper patient with Whitney because she's the one that's fragile right now. Even if she don't want to outly, she's fragile because she is legit having a tug of war with her heart in her brain, legit, like right now. So this ain't gonna be the first time that she probably tell y'all, nah, knock all this ish off the table. We ain't doing this. And y'all gonna have to just be like, she be all right later. Let her cool off, let her get over her feelings, let her calm down, let her, you know, internalize it and talk to herself and, get her some one-on-one time with May. And she be back. She be back. Y'all gonna have to be really, 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 really. This ain't the first time, anyways. I'm not surprised. Like y'all gonna have to be really patient with Whitney, and I applaud Whitney. Right? A lot of people like, nah, you crazy. Like, why can't May just be satisfied with what she got? Nobody would be satisfied with that, with what it is. Come on now, let's be transparent. Let's be honest. You married. You want to be able to be fully open with your spouse. You want to be able to be open sexually with them. You want to be able to enjoy each other. You want to be able to get what you need out of the relationship, as well as your spouse get what they need out of the relationship. A relationship is supposed to be 50-50. It's not only supposed to be one-sided. It's not only supposed to be a bunch of compromise and the only one compromising is the person on one side. It's a joint thing. Hey, Janet, it's a joint thing. So Whitney is trying. Now, will it be successful? Who knows? It could be. It could be. I know a lot of people who are struggling with the very same emotions that Whitney is likely, struggling with. Oh, and when y'all come together and be under like one roof and stuff, like y'all over the phone, y'all chit chat, and it's cool because it's controlled. You know what I'm saying? It's over the phone. Y'all can't really put hands on her boo thing, on her wife. Y'all not in her personal space. But when y'all come together underneath that one roof, all HE double hockey sticks probably gonna break loose again because she's gonna be in turmoil most likely. But over time with patience and things like that, I think that it will get better. Um, and the fact that Whitney is even willing to try, I think, is just a big thing. So y'all be patient with her. Handle her with white gloves, y'all. Handle her with white gloves. And like I said, if anybody was paying attention to that live, it will have debunked a lot of stuff that people are trying to put out there. That it's a thing being forced. If you paid attention, then you understand that Whitney is in control of all of this. Whitney said, "Shut this ish down." They done, they done threw them all off the boat. Y'all got to go. Y'all gotta go. My wife said no, she can't handle it. Y'all got to go. You know what I'm saying? Whitney is legit the one leading this boat. And I just want y'all to have some patience with her. I know Niche mentioned this is her first go around with Polly, and she's new to even being with women, from what I understood. But she sounded like she kind of solid. She looked like she's solid, like she got a strong foundation for what I see. I don't know y'all behind the scenes or nothing like that. I think the one that's going to really struggle is well, apparently is going to be Whitney. Y'all just gonna have to use soft hands like white gloves with Whitney. And honestly, like I said, I can put myself in that position. Y'all so rude on these motorcycles, bruh. I can put myself in that position because I went through those very same like emotions. You say, yeah, I'm gonna do this, but when you get in it and you doing it, you remember. I don't know if May remember, but May always be like, I ain't jealous. Like, I'm cool with it, but that ain't most women. And so right now, Whitney is struggling with jealousy. Not wanting to share her wife. Kind of like this is mine, gimme, like hell to the no. And a lot of us, most women, struggle with that feeling. Poly seems like it would be difficult. It is. I found it interesting that when Whitney came in, the dude made an exit. Now this new one came and there's an issue as well. Well, it's an issue, but not really. So when I say not really, I mean for those who are for those who are familiar with poly and have engaged in poly, this is the norm, especially for someone who is this is their first time indulging in it. Like the back and forth, the struggle with your emotions and things like that. This is all the norm in poly, even in situations where the individuals are heterosexual. So, in my own perspective, so from a religious standpoint, the man is able to marry more than one woman in Islam, right? And most of us who are Muslim women accept it, and even if we don't accept it, we are willing to go through with it to appease our Lord, right? And in this situation, she's willing to go through it to appease her wife, to find, a way to keep their marriage going. It's just like a thing that people go through. I wish I could like have people. Most of my Muslim folks ain't coming up here on this type of panel because of the type of setting. And most of the people that I know that have practiced polygyny are Muslims. And I wish I could have people come up and just interview and kind of give you insight. These same struggles, this whole I'm not dealing with this, exiting, coming back, it's the norm in poly. Most times somebody is going to struggle with it. Most times somebody is going to be like, I'm done. They're going to walk away. They may come back and revisit. In my own situation when I was in poly, it was so many ups and downs in that situation. Within a year, it was insane because you are legit fighting with your heart and your brain. So from the outside looking in, it's like, why I go through all that? But for those who have been through it and who have lived it, it's the norm. Like in the community where it is widely practiced, it's a norm. It's a norm. It's just a norm. It just is what it is. Like it's a part of the process for a lot of people. It's a part of the process for most people. Now you do have your exceptions, like May. She said, I ain't jealous. I don't care is what she say. And I have a friend who was like that. She don't have a problem with polygyny, like at all. She cool, calm, and collective, cool as a cucumber. She don't ever. You gonna get another wife? Cool, it's cool. She will converse with the new wife, build with the new wife. Build a friendship with the new wife, come together as a family. But most of the women that was in a situation where they married into the family, a lot of them couldn't handle it because they fought with jealousy. They fought with the idea of sharing their mate, someone who they fell for, someone who they're sharing a bed with. Watching your spouse share moments of intimacy. And when I say share moments of intimacy, I'm not talking about like y'all on the bed, going to pound town or nothing like that. I'm talking about just embracing, a hug, maybe touching a hand, a kiss on the cheek. I made his plate. Something like I made his plate. Oh, his phone rang and it's the other wife. You know how people go through the be in relationships and they know they man cheating or whatever? It's the same emotions. It's just that you are aware of what's going on and you open and you willing to go through those struggles to see where it comes out at the end of the rainbow pretty much. But poly is very interesting. And I think my girl has a major opportunity to catapult herself into the algorithm, build a whole new community of people that's going to be watching, especially if Whitney is willing to be transparent, and come up and talk and speak and share the way that she did today, because it'll be like a bird's eye view of Whitney's transition into poly and what it's like for her to now accept it. Absolutely, absolutely. And you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that because poly is not for everybody. And being able to be honest with yourself is key. Because a lot of people will put themselves in a position, to try it knowing that they really can't. And a lot of people can't, but it's being able to control yourself. You can't be out here trying to put hands on people, because you're feeling some type of way. You gotta have self control. You gotta have self control, and if you can't have self control, then this ain't for you to try out. Can't be Whitney. Can't be trying to put paws on people, okay? You can't be trying to put paws on people, okay? Yes, and most things that are successful takes work. It ain't easy. It ain't easy at all. Hold on. This train is just very rude. This train is very rude. I'm about to take my behind in the house because it is just way too loud. I can see that as well. Yes, I give it to them because a lot of people can't deal with it. A lot of people can't. A lot of people can't. Even in a setting where it's supposed to be like automatically accepted because this is what our Lord deemed a part of our religious practice. Even in that, you got women that be like, hell to the no. It comes to blows in a religion, like people fighting. Like I'm telling y'all, even though I don't practice poly with the way May has educated us in No Summer, I am understanding more and I also respect it. I'm happy that you picked up something, Melissa, that you paying attention, like to actually, receive information and not just be judgmental from the outside. Because a lot of us that talk about and will cover this is going to speak from a standpoint of it not being acceptable and just hell no, I'm not willing to do that. We're not willing to look from the other side. Like see it from a different perspective. And especially because a lot of people have already painted May out to be this evil person and like controlling and she forcing it on somebody. No. If y'all watch that live and y'all see Whitney's transparency, nobody in their right mind gonna be able to tell that story like that. You got to open. Hey May.
Hello, hello.
Oh, I'm hooked up to my thing. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Can I hear you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I was hooked
Oh
up.
yeah, I don't know.
I think that's the echo. Now, did you hear most of what I said?
I heard everything. I was here the whole time.
Okay, what do you think? You think that I kind of like get it
Yeah,
or?
I think it. I think you got it completely. So,
Hmm.
so this is what I did want to say, like, not toward like really anybody, just a common, I think, statement that I feel like needs to be said because people are, not necessarily people here, but just what I've heard and what's been said to me and blah blah blah. So it's a common thing for everybody to say, like, well, why not just find somebody else or just get divorced or, separate or whatever the case may be. So my thing is, there's a lot of people who's been married already and has tried relationships and, you know, um, I believe like you can find your person and that person not be everything you need that person to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all have flaws. We all have things that, don't make us perfect. All of us, everybody in the world. So, and I believe if you get married to somebody and instead of saying, oh, well, I'm just going to give up on you and I'm just leaving and I'm just done, if you can find a way to make it work, then why not make it work? Now, me being poly, I personally didn't want to do poly again, period, because I've had multiple bad experiences with poly and it's always something, always, you know, something. It's always something, no matter what. You can blame it on me, blame it on them, blame it on everybody involved. Who cares? It's always been something, right? So I really didn't even want to bark back up that tree. Now, poly to me, I told you I'll always be poly in my heart. And I've always said that. Like I'll always be poly. I just may not practice it, meaning I may not live it at that moment. But my heart's gonna always feel like I know I can be poly and I know that I love the idea and I would love to have it work and be successful. But whether or not you can find the right people to be poly with and make it work is another story, you know? So, and you're going to go through ups and downs and maybe dating people and different people and, to find, and unless you just find the right people, you know? So,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people are quick to tell me like, oh, well, you should just get a divorce then, or you're not valuing your marriage. Well, it depends on your belief system because my belief system is not yours. And no, I'm not Muslim, but I still have some of those same beliefs as, y'all do. Like, I don't really know too much about the religion. I told you that. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to ever overstep or disrespect. But
Mm-hmm.
some of the, as far as it comes to poly, I do
Mm-hmm.
believe in that, you know.
And
So
we
I do
do.
have some of the same beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
and I could definitely live the lifestyle. So I don't believe in the traditional marriage that we have. I don't believe like that. I'm not going to say I don't believe in it. I don't believe that that's how you have to do it in a marriage. Like,
Right.
I don't believe that the traditional way is the only way. I don't believe that you have to live things accordingly to a certain way that you've been taught. I feel like we've been programmed to believe a certain way, and that's what we believe, period. So,
Mm-hmm.
I just believe in just like, why would I walk away? Why walk away when I can not walk away? Like,
Let,
why? Like,
let
why
me
do I have to
respond.
start all over again?
Let me respond to that because that's something that I spoke on in the beginning. Like a lot of people are closed minded to it because they grow up in a situation where they feel like being monogamous is the only way. So if we're not gonna work it out between us, it could be nothing else. But it doesn't have to be that way. And just because you are not willing to look at it from another perspective or try something different, don't like judge everyone based off your short sighting or your boundary for what how far you are willing to go to save a marriage, because you love somebody. Don't Most people don't just want to let it go. And if we be real and we be honest thinking about a situation, a lot of times a lot of us females specifically will go through a situation and be in a marriage or in a relationship where we know our spouse is cheating because a lot of times something is missing. Sometimes they just ain't ish and they just, but I ain't gonna say ain't ish. A lot of times, well, that do be the case sometimes, but that's not what we talk about today. Sometimes people are just not monogamous and they are not able to have that conversation and be open. Like, listen, I love you and I want us to work, but I also want this and feel like I need this. And can we work something out? And instead of being able to have that conversation and be honest, y'all rather be blindsided or act oblivious to like your man or your other spouses out here seeing other people. Just out of sight, out of mind. Don't let me find out about it. Do you? And y'all are willing to accept that. But you can't sit down and have a real conversation about, let's do this like the right way, where we understand what's going on. You not in the dark about nothing. You know, you have kind of like a say so on how we gonna do this and how it's gonna operate, because you can't deal with the emotional turmoil. And for me, that's what Whitney is going through right now. It's hard to bring someone into a space with a person who you love, who you build a relation. That's just, it's just tough, generally speaking. Most of us are going to struggle with those feelings, and I feel like that is where Whitney is right now.
So I want to also say this. I do believe that jealousy is a human emotion, and I'm not going to say that I never ever get jealous. Maybe in this relationship, I've probably been more jealous than any relationship I've ever been in,
Mm-hmm.
um, which is crazy for me because I really don't have an issue like with jealousy unless I feel like you're being sneaky. You know, there's a difference. If you do something to make me feel like and show me that you're being sneaky, then that's different. You know, you know what I'm saying? Then that gives me a reason to be like, what's going on? And you may perceive that as being jealous, or am I just really asking you what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I feel like you're moving in the wrong direction, or if I feel
Mm-hmm.
like you're moving weird, then I'm gonna be like, what's going on? You know, and then I get accused of being jealous. No, I'm just noticing that you're moving different, so it's weird to
Yeah.
me. You know, but do I can I have I gotten jealous in this situation? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But my wife trolls me on purpose to see where my head is at. I think, you know, to see if, you know, because like it is a battle with her, you know, and it's all new to her. And a part of her heart probably, you know, just be like, no, 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 no. But then a part of her's like, why not? Then a part of her's like, well, hell, let's do it, you know? So I feel like she has all the emotions all at one time, and sometimes several different emotions throughout the day, you know? But I mean, I just feel like sometimes there's things that she does that makes me be like, no, don't do that. Like you're moving funny, you know. Like don't start moving funny. Like don't, you know, don't do different things. Like you don't have to check my temperature or try to see where I'm at mentally. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't gone anywhere. But I also think the reassurance is key too, you know, to
Absolutely.
let you know that no matter who comes in here, no matter who does what, we stay grounded and founded right here. Our foundation never breaks for nobody, you know, and that's what you have to understand. And poly is the biggest thing is whoever you start with is your number one player. That's the foundation, you know. Everybody else can leave and go, but the foundation's never supposed to fold, period, you know. So,
Facts. And let me
you
say
know,
this: when you spoke about reassurance, these same things, people I know from the outside looking in, especially those who are not familiar with poly, like generally speaking, it's the same thing. This is the same thing that people in, like in my poly that I'm familiar with. You have to reassure your wife. You got to reassure that person who you was with first, like nobody is taking your place. Like that's not what this is. And you have to be
hmm
fair. You have to be just. You can't ignore their emotions, but you can't ignore the other person's emotions coming into. You got to find a balance, and somebody gonna always feel at some point maybe a little tinge of slight, but that's an internal thing that they have to work through and deal with and understand. I'm not being slighted, or they not trying to
hmm
push me out the way. This is not a situation of division. This is a situation we are coming together. And that's where a lot of times poly fail, because people can't get over that. It be in their head. It don't even be
yeah.
something that really be going on sometimes. It just be like they can't deal with the factor of sharing, and that you could be with them and be doing the same stuff like you doing to me. And I'm supposed to be, and are you gonna tell me that this ain't a situation where you push me out the way? No, it's not. Like, remember, we agreed to this. Like, we all together. It really be like a mental thing. And so that's why tonight, like watching Whitney being transparent, because I had hit you up, but I'm just like, I was so excited watching that live. It was like a bird's eye view of, like, for me it's like Whit's story. It's like Whitney's Polly, story. Like,
hmm
seeing like the real deal. This ain't no assumptions no more. Y'all hearing it come straight from Whitney mouth. Like, and so whoever want to see it the way they want to see it is just because that's what they want to see it as. But I felt like Whitney was, I feel like, the most transparent in this whole situation. Like, we got to see a lot of that tonight. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, I just feel like, no, you need to catapult this. I feel like after tonight live, like, you got something to push. And not to
So
just make it a storyline, but because you do social media, like I just feel like this could be like a thing, like to push you out there, push y'all out there, like the whole thing, like a revamp for the whole poly
hmm
love thing, you know?
right. See, another thing is also I think with four it'll be better because four is just even to where nobody feels like a third wheel.
Hmm.
Four is easier because everybody got somebody to lean on at the end of the day.
Hmm.
Because it might be something. I might be busy, whatever, and
Hmm.
or they might be busy or whatever. Somebody's gonna have somebody. And we're all doing. We all have a group chat. Nisi, ain't you coming up here? We all got a group chat. We're in there, we all video call at the same time. So that way everybody gets, time to actually see each other and, video it. I just feel like there is certain things that I do say that I know that I did wrong in my last poly relationships that I took heed and okay, well, let's not do that, let's do this way. Let me try to I've been trying to put an input in, but Whitney be no, let's do this, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, all right, but listen, because we're all women at the end of the day. So we need to make sure that nobody feels like, oh, you only want to talk to me or you only want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? So everybody be on the same accord. We're all communicating in the same place. If you got something to say, all you gotta do is add that person in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like everything should be done together. And then she said, like, I don't want to, I told her, she said today, like, I don't want to do separate. First, she wanted to do poly. First, she wanted to do poly this way. Then she wanted to do poly monogamous. She didn't want no parts. And no, in the beginning, she wanted to do poly monogamy. Then she said, okay, I'll try this way. Then she said, okay, I want poly monogamy again. Then she said, no, I don't want to feel left out. And I said, there's the key. Like, you don't have to be left out of anything. Like, you're choosing to distance yourself. No, everybody should be all together. It works better if we're all on the same accord. Because I've been here, I've done this. If everybody knows everything that's going on, there's no reason to have a misunderstanding about something that's right there where you can read it. Or you can see it, or you don't have to second guess what's going on because you know what's going on. It's right there for you to see.
Now I do agree with now with you what you putting it that way. I agree. Like just basing it off of like not just y'all, but just personal experience. Because a lot of times, if you feel like you're in the dark, it leaves room for like speculation. Now you're going crazy in
hmm
here, wondering like what's going on. Whereas like if everything is put out on the table, it's no hidden agendas, it's no nothing because everything is right here. You can see it. Full
right.
transparency and open communication is so important. Like in the beginning of building it's important in a monogamous relationship, so it's even more important when you talk about adding additional people in because it's more people to kind of pacify or to what's the word, I'm not pacify, to make feel comfortable, and
Yes.
to get into the mix and know like this is okay, like okay, we are doing this together. No, they're not coming in here trying to push me out, or no, she not trying to be sneaky, she don't have ill intent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's super fragile in the beginning. So, you putting it like that, I could get that. I could understand that.
Yeah, because you don't want like okay, so like I said, we're all women, right? So with
Hmm.
women come multiple emotions. We're emotional beings, period. So you don't want somebody to feel like, well, how come I wasn't informed, or how come I didn't know, or how come I was the last to find out, or whatever the case may be, or dang, I was up all night texting and I don't even know what you said, or what was y'all talking about, or it's just so many questions. I've been through it all. Like I really been through it all.
Yeah,
So I
you
was
be like, oh,
telling her
scroll
like,
up,
I
scroll up,
don't want,
honey.
huh?
I
What'd you
said,
say?
yeah. So I said, you said like they can't wake up like y'all was texting all night. You can go see
Yeah,
what we was talking
scroll
about.
up. You
Scroll
can
up,
see it all.
it's
It,
there.
But if
What up,
you
though?
if you have separate chats with everybody and everybody's separate and everybody's doing everything on their own thing, it leaves room for miscommunication. It leaves room for somebody to wonder who, what, when, where, why, how. To just eliminate all the questioning and all the insecurities, and because let's not front like everybody don't have some. We all do. Trust issues, whatever. We all got them. Prior relationships, prior life experiences friendships, whatever, has gave us all trust issues and whatever the case may be. So I feel like to make it the easiest transition for everybody is just be on the up and up and everybody be on the same accord and know what's going on.
Yeah, I could see that making sense. Nisi, what you think? What's up, Nisi? What are your thoughts on this?
Hey, summer girl.
What's going on?
I'm down for the ride. I'm riding, even if Whitney breaks up with me tomorrow. Period.
Now, y'all heard what I said. Y'all gonna have to treat Whitney with white gloves. If she tell y'all all gotta go again, just relax. Don't get in y'all feelings. Let her calm down. She'll come back around after she calm down. I just
Summer,
feel like
I'm
in this.
telling you,
Yeah,
she's already done it to me more than once. Like, what are we talking about here?
I see you, but we just learning today. Like we like legit. I know people be thinking no. I learned what y'all learned today, and because I'm not invasive. I'm not a person that's gonna be all in your ish. Oh, what happened today? What's going on? Da, da, da. No, well, if you want to tell me, you tell me. When I find out, I find out. Like I'm not an invasive or intrusive person, and so I'm learning today. Like, and I seen you in the comments, but like, it's just I'm repeating it because legit, me watching Whitney like listen to her talk, I'm like, y'all gonna have to, y'all gonna have to treat with white gloves. Like, give her some space, let her go ahead and go off sometimes, let her calm down, don't get in y'all feelings, you know, and hopefully over time it'll be less and less, and she'll come around and and do better in it. But
Well, we
I
had
just
a
like.
we had a prime example of it today.
Mm,
So we were in the group chat on video, and we were talking, and I was literally trying to explain something to Nisi, and when he says, "Babe," and I'm like, "Huh?" and she's like, "Do you love me?" and I'm like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Okay," because something she said after that, and I was just like, Whitney, I was trying to explain what I was saying. Like, she's like, "I just want to know if you love me because I need to know." I was like, okay, babe. It just was a moment where she was like, wait a minute, you still love me, right? And I was like, we're not even talking about nothing though. And
That's
it's just
very
funny
smart.
because we don't be talking about shit. And, and she just be like, wait a minute, what? And I'm like, you're right here though. Like, Whitney is hilarious. We was cracking up all day today. It was
I
hilarious. All
Literally.
of us.
I can
All
see
of
it.
us.
I could see it because I got to see a little bit of y'all interaction, like on a personal level, like being at your house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, when you had announced like y'all was going to do the monopoly, I was like, like I was going, we watching, we gonna see what it unfold. But I'm like, just me knowing, like,
I never wanted to do monogamous
yeah.
poly at all. I never wanted to do it.
But
And I
Whitney
told her
does
from
it.
jump, I don't want to do that. This is not gonna work. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to seclude you from, I don't want to just, oh, this is me. Like, I don't want to do that. I said, Whitney, it might open you up more to see other people, you know, like, I don't know. It may help you, it may not. Shit, I don't know.
When
But
I
at the end of
heard
the day, it might.
when I heard y'all say y'all were going to do monopoly, I was like, I actually recapped. I had covered a highlight, and I was like,
Oh, did you?
I just, yeah, I said, I just don't see it working out. I said for two reasons. I seen Whitney, and I know like when she ready to have May attention, she ready to have
Oh,
it, and
yeah. She don't
you
care
going
who around.
you going to choose Whitney every time. It's your
Oh,
wife.
yeah.
And I'm
Absolutely.
like, and then for you, even off of top of that, like you've already expressed, like you want your wife. So,
Yeah.
and if, when you want time, you won't want to just want time with your wife, and that's gonna like have the other person the third wheel. And on top of you already having a crazy schedule, try and make stuff happen. I'm just like, it's just, But I'm gonna say I'm here for it. So when y'all announced that Whitney was like, nah, we're gonna do this together, I was like, that sound more more realistic or whatever.
Right.
hmm
What you wanting for, little boy?
How you
Hush.
feel about this? How you feel about this? Your interaction with Whitney and stuff so far, Nisi.
It's been cool. She was light on me today. She was light on me today. Before she's like, nah, I ain't talking to her. But now she kind of, where the was Summer? Come on now.
Where'd you go?
Like, just gone. She asked me a question. Well, I got to hold the question back.
And she back.
I had got the boot. I don't know what happened.
Dang, just left right after you asked
It
me something.
it
What's my
just
fault?
it just kicked me out. I don't know what happened. Like this ain't my life. Like rude. All right,
No,
I'm
but
just gonna.
Whitney was cool. Whitney was cool. The interaction was better than the first interaction that we had because the first one I was kind of mute because she didn't really want to be involved with me like that, you know? But this time around, she's warming up to actually being able to have a conversation and not feel like she don't really want to talk to me. um, but I think it's gonna be cool. I think that this could be something beautiful for all of us to experience. I think that we could actually progress and build something out of this. As far as being able to do more than just have a relationship. I'm not looking for just a petty relationship, because we ain't kids, we grown. I'm looking to establish something. Let's open some businesses. Let's make some money. Let's do stuff together. Let's go travel the country. Let's go see something. And I think that all of us have the potential to put our heads together and really make something out of this, something beautiful.
Mhm. Mhm. Now I got a question, and I feel like you kind of answered this before. Kelsey made a statement because this is not like my view of poly. Now coming in because you just building something, Kelsey said the girlfriends have to understand that wife is always number one. So in my understanding of poly, right? When you coming in, y'all just building. Of course, my number one, she gonna have they gonna hold he or she gonna hold more weight because they've been here. We have something established. So if something go down, you gonna have to go. Like you the weakest link, unfortunately. That's just what it is. But is that what it is for you and the type of poly? Do you want to answer that? I don't know if y'all had that conversation.
Yeah, I can answer it. I
Okay,
can
so
answer it.
like, you
I'm
know,
very transparent. Nisi will tell you, like, look, I'm gonna tell you 100%. Like I said, wherever I've been wrong in poly before, I'm making sure I'm not wrong this time. You understand?
hmm
Because everybody makes mistakes. It's all a learning process. Period. You're gonna learn more as you go through life. Period. That's what life is about. So, with that being said, like I really feel that absolutely, absolutely, my wife is gonna always be first in my eyes because I don't care if you know how long we've been together or whatever. I still feel like Whitney is the head here. You know, no, she's not a man, but she is who she is, and she's the head. So if she says like, "Hey," as her wife, if she says like, "No, get rid of them," or "You're done with them," but actually just tells me like, "Cut her off," I immediately text, "It's over," and I'm sorry, but can we still be friends? Because they already know what it is. Y'all know
hmm
you know it's not me. But I've already explained that I'm gonna do what my wife tells me to do because I am married to her, I love her, and I'm not trying to hurt her in any way, shape, or form. I'm
hmm
not. So I'm not
Yeah.
willing to go against whatever she says. But I did tell Whitney also today that after a certain amount of time, say they've been here, you know, 2 years, a year, 3 years, that's not going to be able to work. Like you
But
can't get people's hearts involved and then
that's
just
what
tell
I
them,
was
oh,
saying.
skedaddle, you know?
That's what I mean. Like I know right now in the beginning, like I said, you
Yeah,
know,
but see, I mean, I'm still going to have to choose my wife, but we're going to have a long, intense conversation. Maybe let it cool down. Maybe, think about it before we make because Tauruses, we're very impulsive. Very, very impulsive. We do stuff without thinking about the outcome sometimes. I know that because I do it all the time. Whitney does too. So, with us being who we are by nature, I would think that it would be something that we need to sleep on before we make a decision if we've been together a year, 2 years, 3 years, because you can't just because you're done now, throw everybody away that's loving each other. You can't do that.
absolutely.
It's not right. And it would hurt everybody in the process. So, I mean, shit, she could be the one that really forms a great love bond with somebody else. And I just say, oh, Whitney, drop her. You know, that's not fair either. So
hmm
I just, you don't know who's going to be whatever and how it's going to be or who's going to end up, clicking with who the band, whatever the case may be. My thing is, I don't want to hurt nobody. I'm too old to be walking around trying to hurt people. And I don't want to play a game with nobody either. And I don't want to be like, I've been very like hesitant. Nisi will tell you, very hesitant. I ain't really talked to Nisi on any other level besides like we friends. even though we still, because I don't want to go further or lead anybody on. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know, like you said, my wife is delicate right now, right? So I don't want to be like, yeah, 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 we're this, and then boom, we're done permanently. And now I led you on. Now you hear Nisi on another live for another year talking shit about me because,
Let me play your
because
face.
I done made her feel some type of way again.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I
So now,
agree with the way you moving 100%. I definitely agree with that. Like, keeping a little, like, y'all working on it, but we gonna keep some distance because we don't know which way Whitney gonna blow. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
so I'm just not trying to move too fast, and I'm not trying to jump in all the way in because that's my wife. So I'm going to ride with her regardless. I love the fuck out of her for real. So I just don't want, I don't know we're toxic, we're whatever. We got issues. She trolls me, whatever the case may be. I troll her in real life. I don't troll her on the internet. But she start trolling me on the internet, I troll her in real life. I get at her one on one. But
Mm-hmm.
I get at her face to face. I don't need the internet. So but at the end of the day, we love each other. And that's what Whitney likes. That's her love language. I've learned this. That Whitney likes that. That's what she like. It makes her tick. We all learned that today, did we not, Nisi? Like that's Whitney's love language. She wants to push everybody's buttons and then get them to still love her. You know what I'm
Toxic.
saying? And
Hmm.
that's what she
That's
does.
definitely Whitney. That's
That's what she
definitely
does. She wants you to get you all riled up and still be like, I love you. You know what I'm saying? That's her little turn on, I guess. I don't know. But
that. That was a great question somebody had asked.
what they say?
They had said,
I
"What
didn't
do you
see it.
think about NDAs this time around with Poly to prevent someone going on live for a year if it doesn't work out, dragging
I
their
don't
feet?"
care. I don't care
No.
about it. I don't feel like I want to live my life like that.
Okay.
Because I feel like this, if you whatever people gonna say and their opinion of what happened or didn't happen or whatever, it is what it is. I mean, shit, watch how you act and you ain't gotta worry about it.
Facts of life. I always say, don't
You
say
know,
nothing or do nothing. You don't want out there.
but see me, I'm an open book any damn way, so I don't give a shit. Like, what you see is what you get. Whether it's dysfunctional, whether it's toxic, whether it's great, whether it's awesome, whatever, you're gonna get good and bad in any relationship. It's not gonna always be peaches and cream, period. So whatever you take from it and you write notes and got you a book that you're trying to write about it, I mean, it is what it is. If that's what your angle is, then get your little notepad and jot down whatever you need to. And I hope it gets you somewhere in life and, whatever the case may be. I'm not worried about no NDA because I don't do shit like to bother nobody for real. I mean, people can paint me out to be whatever they want to, but at the end of the day, real recognize real and people can see what they can see. I ain't
Can I
bothering nobody.
respond to
I'm
this
trying to
one?
build and get rich. I don't care about the rest.
Say it again, Nisi.
So can I respond to this one too, Summer? Can
So what?
I respond to this? Was
Go
this a
ahead.
question?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so my take on it is that I know a lot of people have watched me because this is a lot of the response that I'm getting. Like, I'm having to ignore all of these comments because it is a
And
lot of negativity, but it is
continuously
drawn back to my previous actions. So
ignore
for
it.
me, no, I didn't respond. I
Ignore
didn't
it.
respond to any of it.
Hmm.
I'm just telling you that I'm going to say it here that basically, even before, like when I was going on rampages, my feelings were hurt, like legitimately hurt, because I don't know what everybody else was on when they were trying to talk to me, but I was serious. So, yeah, my little feelings was hurt or whatever, but I did tell May that this time around because I'm content. Like if we together, we together. If we're not together, if we could be friends, that's cool too. I would like to be able to, for all of us to be able to at least walk away and still be friends if nothing else. So I've already made those promises that no, this is not going to be another blowout of social media BS
Okay.
again. For one, I don't have the time nor the patience at this point.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
two, I feel like it's different when you actually get to connect with someone. Me and May did not get the opportunity to connect at all the first initial time that I tried to talk to her. But this time would be different because we actually are going to be able to connect on a personal level in a way that we didn't before. So I don't feel like just because we fall out as a couple that needs to come on the internet. I didn't feel like that with my last relationship.
And we've
Agreed.
also discussed that like on numerous times. I feel like we've talked more this time than what we never really talked. We talked to the phone I think like
No,
twice
she's like
last
a
time.
2 word. If you think you
Yeah.
talking to May is a 2 worder. She give you 2 words
In text,
if she's not
absolutely.
comfortable with you.
In text,
Yeah.
absolutely. Oh, on the phone
Yep.
too. Yeah, she ain't
Yep.
opened up yet. But definitely
Yep.
she'll hit you with the oh, the thanks with the X. Girl, go ahead with that.
But look,
She be getting you with that too,
real
Summer.
talk though, I feel like we're I'm gonna say I'm not talking about emotions here when I say this, guys, but we're further this time talking than what we was before. Meaning on a better level, meaning on a more personable level, meaning that we've just been chilling. We ain't been on no, hey, so I want to whoop to whoop to whoop. It ain't been none of that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been no X talk. It ain't been none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just been on some. I mean, I did say one thing one night that, whatever, but it ain't been no talk about, oh, I'm gonna do this and do that to you. I'm not promising nothing. They not promising me nothing. We just been chilling. Like, really chilling. And I told her straight out, like, hey, look, I can't control my wife's feelings or how she feel or whatever. So if she tell me to let you go, I gotta let you go. I even told her before we started back talking again
Hmm.
this time, listen to me. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to cause no problem. You're going into this with the understanding of knowing that if my wife tells me I have to jump ship, then I'm jumping ship. So if you don't want to put yourself through that, I totally understand. I can't
Hmm.
ask nobody to, but make sure that you know exactly what you're getting into because, like I said, I'm rolling with her regardless. She's my wife, you know,
Hmm.
and I'm just not willing to keep making the same mistakes, period. And I think that's where all the separation thing came from was just Whitney's emotions because I didn't do nothing to her.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute, you're breaking up with me? What did I do? Like what?
Whitney said, knock all this shit off the table. I'm not dealing with it today. Y'all all got to
That ain't
grow.
even what happened. Niche broke up.
Fuck you.
She thought Niche was breaking up with us. So she felt like, well, if we're not gonna be poly, you gonna leave me anyway because I'm not able to give you what you need. So we might as well just end this shit.
Yep.
That's what happened. And I said, wait a minute, you didn't even give me the chance to tell you that no matter what, I'm still here. I told her, I said, if you would have came to me and told me I can't do poly, period, I can't do it, May. I tried, it just ain't for me. I don't want it. Da, da, da. I would have still told you I'm gonna hang in here as long as I can, but we need to try to go get some counseling or something for you because maybe that will help. To try something else. We would have tried another avenue first because I'm not ready just to throw in the towel just yet. You know what I'm saying? So let's just try one more thing, or let's try something else, or let's try something else. Like I don't know. Let's figure it out because but I do remember telling her, and it's based on what I had said to her before in the past when I was angry. And I said, if Paula don't work for us, then I'm done with this shit, because I get frustrated too. Like
Yeah, you're human.
I'm a
You're
woman,
human at
you
the end of
know.
the day.
So and I have needs, and if I feel like they're not being met, it make me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I said that off of my emotions, but in reality, like I would have just okay, well let's try counseling. Okay, that ain't work. Well, let's try this. Like you know, whatever else we could keep trying until I resort. I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? La, 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 where damn, I can't think of the word. Where I just try everything and it just don't work. Where I exhaust
Hmm.
myself. I tried
Hmm.
everything, it don't work. No matter what we tried, it still ain't working. Okay, well now I'm gonna have to, think about what it's gonna be. But I did threaten her with it, like, hey, if we don't figure something out, then I'm gonna be out the door. I said that. But I
Yeah.
mean, time has passed since then. I've
But let
spent
me
a
say
lot of
this.
time since then. I was supposed to be out the door technically a long time ago, right after we got married.
A long time ago. But let me say this. People, let me say this. Because I know most likely somebody going to go and say, well, she did say she can't handle this. We're not talking about what she said when she first came into the relationship. People are human. They say something one day, next week they can feel a different way. After she made the statement, she decided, I do want to try this. Let's see if it worked for us. People are allowed to change their minds. And
She said that today.
if people can't be open and honest, how many times have you said something to somebody you love about this is it for you or you not doing this, and you still there 25 years later, still going through the same stuff, talking about what you ain't going to do, but you still there. Shoot, even myself, like in certain things, dealing with my husband, like with certain stuff, like whether it's small or large. Oh no, I'm not, but I'm still here. I ain't go nowhere because we
Yeah,
say
I've
things.
threatened a lot,
Yeah, our
but
emotions get the best of us. We be in our feelings when we say things, knowing daggone well you ain't really going nowhere. You're not done yet. You're not done yet. It don't normally work like that, like at all. And people got to be realistic and look at themselves. Put yourself in that position.
and who
If you
wants to have another failed relationship for real at 43?
nobody,
Like
nobody.
who wants to start all over? I mean, all over from scratch. Like, even with getting to know Niche, because I know Niecy a little bit more than I know her. You feel me? But then again, I don't, because I actually spent time with Niche in real life. So which, I mean, it's either neither there here or there. But I'm just saying, like, um, I I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, it's gonna be whatever it's gonna be. I lost my whole
Absolutely
train of
fact.
thought.
Y'all got to just go through it and see what happens. Somebody asked earlier in the comments, like, they asked something. I can't remember the wording, but this is no different. You won't know something until you try it. You won't know something until you go through it. You have to go through it. You have to try it to see whether you can deal with it, whether you can manage it. But until you go through the motions and the experiences, nobody can answer for real what they can withstand, because a lot of times we're stronger than what we think we are. And the things that we think that we can't handle and we won't be successful in, we body that. Like if you give yourself the opportunity to go
That's what
through
I
the
said.
motions.
Yeah.
People be scared to like feel those emotions and think it's the end of you. No, you're gonna be all right. Yeah, you might feel a little way, but you're gonna be all right tomorrow. Like you're gonna wake up, we're gonna do this again, we're gonna work harder, we're gonna get over this and find a solution. And how can we better this? What's the solution? How can we avoid this? Or like just understanding this is gonna be some turmoil within yourself. It's gonna be a lot of personal battles. And not just with Whitney, especially when emotions formulate, like depending on what your personality is like,
Mm.
you might not even think that you're gonna feel some type of way, and you're like, oh, well, what's this? What is this
Oh
emotion
no,
I'm feeling?
I already felt some type of way. I'll be the first to admit it. I don't give a shit.
Right? You
As soon as my wife was like, I want to get back with Niche. 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 And I kept saying, what? And the what is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, what? Like, she's like, I want us to be with her. And I'm like, for what? You know
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? For what? You don't even know
why
her.
you
Like,
why
for
you
what?
want her back so bad? What's
Yeah,
up?
what's up with her? Like, what's
Mm-hmm.
up? Because you ain't pushing for Niecy at all. Like,
Uh-huh.
so what's up with that? And I'm like, you starting to make me feel some type of way about that. Like, what's going
Mm-hmm.
on? You're moving weird.
Mm-hmm.
And she
You
was
ain't been
just
the same
like, I just feel
person.
like she'll be good for us. And I'm just like, nah, 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 I ain't believing that. But then today, after we all talked, and I said, okay, I see why. Because she acts a lot like me. Niche does a lot. But what she
Uh,
don't know, like I told her, I'm like, you think Niecy is all, just so nice to you because she just don't say nothing yet, for real, for real. But
girl,
girl, listen,
she ain't been watching.
she do, but she just like, oh, Niecy not gonna play with me like that, and Niecy probably won't. She better not. But
not
Niche,
not off the top. She ain't.
nah, but Niche ain't playing it at all off top. She's like off top. She's like not happening. Brrrr. Let Whitney have it. And I was like, ah.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I can't wait because
Whitney
I
gonna
didn't think
tell me. Whitney gonna tell me. So you're not gonna check them if Niecy say something to me that she shouldn't. I said, nah. Did I check Niche? No. We all women. We all grown. You know
mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? If she got a problem with you and you got a problem with her, y'all need to figure that out.
Work it out. Yeah.
That don't got nothing to do with me. What I'm gonna now, if they get out of line too bad, or if they, do too
Yeah.
much, then hell yeah, I'm gonna say something. But if y'all just having a mutual conversation and you said this and that and the third, then no. Absolutely
Nisha,
not. She has a
Nisha
right to
definitely,
express her feelings.
absolutely. Nisha definitely come off in that little situation that we got to see her out there. Like she not about to play and like she
No.
gonna stand on her. She sound like she gonna get. She like I'm not finna play. Like it ain't that. She give off it ain't that. So I think it's an interesting dynamic. I can't wait to see like when Nisi and if y'all all come out and be underneath the same roof to see what that interaction is like. And I know Nisi probably lost connection, but it's gonna be people that say stuff because unfortunately things happened in the past. People said things. I have my
We
own
both
opinion
said
about stuff.
shit. We both
Yeah.
did.
I got my own opinion about stuff. I recapped about it when I heard about you and Nisi. I said, "What? Wait, ain't this the same person?" Da 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 da. But at the end of the day, y'all grown, and I know you enough to know you're gonna do what you want to do, regardless of how anybody else
Hmm.
see it. Anyway, you gonna have to go through it and see what it is for yourself. And so we just gonna, sit back and enjoy the show that y'all allow us to see. But I,
So I think also a lot of people don't understand because they don't want to and they don't want to listen.
hmm
Okay, so imagine you felt like you was finna be with somebody, right? This is what really happened.
hmm
Imagine you felt like you was really finna be with somebody. Imagine that person told you like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
hmm
then, you was going through a lot of shit in life. I ain't gonna name none of it because that's not my business, not my place. You feel me?
hmm
So she going through whatever she going through. I'm aware of it. I know what's going on, but in the back end, I can't tell her really why I can't fuck with her like that. We on
hmm
YouTube, right?
yeah,
I don't want to cuss too much anyway, but I'm just saying.
yeah, we on
Uh,
YouTube.
I can't really tell her, and I'm gonna say why I can't tell her in a minute. But I couldn't really tell her what I wanted to tell her because for number one, I don't know you like that. For number
hmm
two, who want to say the things that I need to say? And
hmm
for number three, that's gonna make you not want to be with us anyway. So, it's a no.
hmm
This is prior. I'm talking about what led to the fallout between me and Nisi.
hmm
So it went from I changed up on her and was like, nah, I don't want a relationship, but you know what I'm saying? I had an ex with you, but that's it. That's all I want. So
hmm
I can understand where that would make her feel like, wait a minute, that's all you want me for? I'm more than that. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And make her feel some type of way.
hmm
I get it. She felt like I slighted her and, that it is what it is, and her feelings was in it. Mine's wasn't. So
I May no. I mean, like I said, you are willing to see things from a different perspective. Majority of the people
absolutely.
just are not willing to see. I can absolutely understand Niecy feeling some type of way. Who wouldn't? Like you told me we was going to do this. Now all of a sudden is this why you playing in my face? But
Yeah.
for me, and I don't want to go into it because it is what it is. The things that was said and the actions and the accusations and the things that they said they were going to do for me, even as your friend, I'm looking at you like, bitch, are you tripping? Are you crazy? Like y'all being friends and y'all being cool is like, okay, that's one thing. But you gonna bring her into your personal life after this, that, and the third one down?
See, I
Hell
didn't.
to
That's the
the
same thing that Whitney was telling me, but Whitney was like, in your
no. Ask
defense,
Niecy.
Whitney was telling me in my defense, she was like, babe, I know you didn't watch it, so you didn't see the shit anyway. Like I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see what she said. I don't
Mm-hmm.
give a fuck. Well, right now, I don't care. I don't
But
care back then anywhere
that always be
either.
the standpoint though.
I don't care what she say. It ain't no difference what she say and anybody else in the world say. You know what I'm saying? I done said a lot of things I shouldn't have said about people too. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not innocent, at
Mm-hmm.
all. I done talk shit too. I maybe didn't take it as far as her, but I honestly didn't witness the things that other people did. And, God have a funny way of doing things, so I don't have that in my mind of what she really said because I only seen a couple of things and I didn't see nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's irrelevant now because,
And
but all I can say is, you only got one time to prove to me that, it is what it is. I mean, if she try it, it's a wrap. Period.
And I can see that from you because that's how you handle most things. Like
Yep.
when me and you had a conversation when we first started, like, oh, we're gonna be friends, and people was coming saying this, that, and the third. Did this happen? Did you say that? Because if it did, I really don't give a f. It was before our friendship, so if it happened, it
Hmm.
happened, and we gonna go ahead and move forward. Like just let
And
me
this
know.
is before we got where we at. But if this is what it is, then let me know what it is. But I mean, I don't have to ask Nisi what was said because my wife already told me. You know,
I know
and
she did.
and at the end of the day, my wife. like I said, everybody can feel how they want to feel, but I stand on the fact that, you know, how would you react if it was you? You don't know how you react. It is what it is.
What if I said that I had? Go ahead, Nisa. You got anything you want to chime in on? I don't want to go into like the whole thing because, but if you want to speak on it, you do. I don't want it to be like a dragged out dialogue because honestly, I don't know if you heard me, Nisi, but it was the people in the comments to just now trying to bring that same thing up. You gonna have to drown all those questions out because every chance somebody get to pull y'all back to the beginning,
I
that's
can't see
exactly
your
what they're gonna
comments
do.
anyways, so I didn't
Oh,
know.
good. Don't even worry about it then.
I
I was
can't
deleting
see
them
the
anyway.
comments.
I was deleting them anyway, so it don't matter because that's not what we're here for. But you gonna have to drown all that noise out when people come to you with that question. Don't even act like you've seen it because the minute you entertainment is gonna send y'all 10 steps back. Like it is what it is. Whatever happened, happened. We are here now. So y'all here for the show for what's new, for what's coming, and let them see that. Because people gonna talk.
Honestly, I don't say anything unless I'm physically on live with May. Like, I don't feel like it's something that needs to be talked about separately on my platform. If we're going to talk about anything that has to do with our relationship or what we're all doing, I feel like it needs to be in one mutual ground where, at least the other person that does content, or if all of us are doing content that day, we're all
Hmm.
there to answer those questions. I don't think it's something that should be said,
Hmm.
I feel like
separately.
this. We can all just say, you know what happened in the past happened in the past, and just don't never do that motherfucking shit again. Period, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And we shouldn't have to
Stand
keep
on
repeating that
business.
every
We
day.
we
You
both
know?
have stood on what we said. We both have stood on what it is, and that's that. You know, that's in the past. It was what, a year or two ago, whatever it was. I'm done with it. You know, and it ain't gonna change nothing from where we at today. You know, we
Period.
are where we are right now, and until proven otherwise, we rocking until Whitney say we're not rocking.
Right. I
What's
said
your
I would be waiting
question?
till 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what I said.
Oh
You
no,
did
I
say
heard you
that. You
say
did.
that. You said later on tonight. I heard you. I heard you.
Man, when I tell you I woke up to we got broken up with, I'm like, what? 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 I just woke up. I ain't even got the sleep out my eye yet. What are we talking about here? Like,
Hmm.
y'all be doing too much. I was like,
Well,
yeah, this damn group chat. I gotta catch up scrolling and shit. You know, I hate scrolling in group chats. I can't stand that shit.
and
I
don't
was
she
like,
don't she
damn,
don't typically go up at all. Be lost in the fog.
this one I got to, or else I'm gonna be lost as hell.
Granderson, what's your question? Um, put it in the comment section because I feel like we're gonna wrap this thing up. I enjoyed this dialogue, and I really look forward to whatever content you guys put out to show us and y'all journey. And Whitney's poly love because this is what this is for me. Because man, you've been here, you done this.
Hmm.
Nisi, even though you ain't been here and done this, I just feel like the focal point is Whitney. It's Whitney. So I'm here for it. This
Trust
is
me, we all know it is. We all know it's
Whitney
with
show
me.
for it is Whitney show for show.
When I tell you that it's so funny how people be swearing up and down that I'm running everything, and I be like, y'all have no idea.
That's what I said. If y'all listen to that live when
Y'all
what they
have
was
no
talking
clue.
about, Whitney is running this show. She said, "Shut that shit down." She said, "Up, sorry y'all, overboard, over the jump off the ship. Y'all got to get off. This should stop. That's it. That's all." Um, she no, don't. Mm.
Whitney even told me the last time I broke up with Niecy just because I was like, I ain't gonna wait for her to tell me. I'm just gonna do the shit. I was like, I'm gonna have it done before she even say it. She's like, I didn't tell you to do it. I don't care what you told me. I did it already. And she was like, well, tell her no. I'm like, nah, 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 nah. Let's just let it go. Like, she was like, no, why'd you do that? I'm like, girl, I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I ain't got time.
I
You know?
don't know. I don't know if they. I'll ask them. Nisi, are you and Tati? Are y'all at a point where you are building a relationship with May's children yet, or is it just a focal point on y'all right now?
I've been in Tati's lives a couple times. Um, the last one she was on TikTok, she was like, "I hope I get to meet you, and I hope that you and my mom are still getting along." I'm like, "Yeah, we cool." So I don't really have a problem with. I never really had a problem with Tati. It was more so the other person. I don't
I
think
don't
that
know.
I'll ever like the other person genuinely.
whatever that mean. I don't even want to know. But
The other person, the other one,
the other,
the other
um,
one, the other
she
one.
said,
What
"What
was the
is the?"
question that lady wanted to know?
She said, "What is the dynamic like between Niecy and May's daughter? Because eventually she will have to meet her, and Niecy has said a lot about May, and we all know Tati love her mama."
Oh, well, see, but Tatiana, okay, so this is what y'all got to understand. My daughter don't run my relationships, okay? So, and my daughter not gonna run whoever I'm with either, just like I don't run whoever she with, or whatever she doing in hers. I speak my piece. She can speak her piece respectfully, and we can say, okay, well, I don't fool with that, or I'm not fooling with it, or I am. My daughter ain't said nothing to me though, at all. Like she ain't said like, hey, mama, I don't like that for you, or hey, mama, don't, blah 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 blah. But she ain't said nothing, so I don't think she got a problem.
Tati don't come off like she gonna have a problem with too many things though.
No, no, you really got to do some damage, like because Tati know when she get angry, she speak out of turn. So, it is what it is. We all do that. We emotional creatures. Some of us just take it further than others, too far.
Bunch
You
of
know,
women at the end of the day. Hey, Miss Lawanda, go to bed, Miss Lawanda.
some of us take this stuff really far, but some of us don't. But I feel like I'm gonna say this before you decide you don't want to be on here no more. Your husband comes home and kicks us off or something. I don't think I forgot. But this is the thing. Like I think it's a good balance with us right now, though. Like the four that we are, because all of us got a little bit of cray cray in us for real. And if you really pay attention and notice, you'll see it all in everybody. And all of us have the potential to go off on each other. But at the end of the day, there's business minds, here, that's really planning on like how could we do this, how could we do that. There's each one got something to add to this that's unique and that could really get us, just like with Nisi. Like Nisi already does content, she's already comfortable. I don't have to worry about her getting broke in. I don't have to worry about people trolling her, bothering her, you know what I'm saying? Like she already does this, so that's an advantage that she for sure has, you know what I'm saying? Niche not used to it. Whitney, neither one, but Niche on the other end, she's got a different type of insight about business that we don't got, you know and
Mm-hmm.
which is a good asset to us, period. Whitney
Dope.
is a hard worker, period. She's a provider, period. So that's just period, you know and me on the other hand, y'all know who I am. So
Y'all
I
got something different that y'all could bring to the
yeah,
table,
we
which is
all
what
got
makes it
something
success.
that's in us that's good. Like we all got ambition. We all are hustling, or we're all striving for greatness. So it's great because just like when I try to say something, what I do like about us is when I try to say something and I'll be like, man, she's not hearing what I'm talking about. Somebody else take over. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead. And then, you'll see you'll hear both of them trying to break stuff down. And I'm like, see what I go through? Your turn. Have fun with it.
Tag, you're it.
Oh, yeah.
What up,
I love
Teddy?
that.
What up,
I
kitty
love
cat?
that.
Yeah.
And, and not even just for Whitney. It can be for me, or it could be for for Nisi, or it could be for Niche, to where we're not getting it from what's being said, because sometimes emotions lead the way and I may not say something correctly, and somebody else might have to be like, hey, let me break this down for you real quick.
Somebody got a
Hey,
message for you. May.
hey girl, hey.
That must not be the same one that I'm thinking.
No, it ain't. Not at all. Hell no, I wouldn't be like, hey girl, hey.
Girl, bye.
I don't like get up off of here. Go make your 8 hour live. Oh, shut up.
Ooh,
Never mind.
ooh. Oh
Let me be
no.
quiet.
Well, we enjoyed you guys. It was a great show.
She's trying to end it right now. I said it is
Yeah.
over. Good night.
Does anybody else have any questions? Anybody want to, Lisa, you got anything you want to add? Anybody? Any takers? Look at it. Look at it.
No, Summer.
Well, I don't have any more questions.
Wait, but I do need to ask May a question while she here.
Oh
Go
shit.
ahead.
May, I'm
Mm-mm.
allowed to be in Summer's room, right? I can be over here.
Yeah, just don't let nobody lead you to the dark side.
Okay, because I was over here yesterday.
No, I don't care. Look, I don't care where you. I'm saying like, well, some are my friend, but don't. I don't feel like you should be in them other people's though. Like I told you, them other people's. I'm not gonna mention all summer stuff, but you know which ones I said. I don't feel like you should be over there. Period, because there's nothing positive about it. Like summer, I've always said from jump, I like how her and Blasted do their thing because like summer puts her perspective on what she sees. Like that's her recap, her review, or whatever you want to call it, on what she feels, but it's not done in a negative light to me. Like, so when people used to always have such a big problem with Summer, I'm like, but why? She's not being disrespectful. Like, I didn't see it. But I don't watch everybody. I don't watch everything anyway. But I've never seen Summer be just blankly disrespectful to nobody. I've seen her just be like, oh, well, this is what I got from it and da da da, what y'all think. But like other people will capitalize on the negative parts of everything and say, oh, well, did you hear May said that Whitney farted? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Well, what do
god.
you think about with the gas that came out? Like, it just be, you're trying to bait people in to say things that shouldn't be said, and you're trying to paint narratives. I believe that just like with Summer, she's just like, oh, well, I'm excited to see this, and this journey could be something great. And, I feel like y'all could have something if you just go this way. It's on a positive note. It's not on a negative note. And I just feel like those people are just negative all the time. And it's not about nothing. It's not about uplifting nobody. It's not about seeing each other shine. It's not about trying to help each other see where they're wrong at to do better. You know what I'm saying? It's none of that. So I just feel like stick where it's positive at. And if it's not positive, then remove yourself. Because for what?
Okay, cool. I needed that clarification because I do like to come over to Summer's room.
Baby, we was over here live. It was me, Jack. Was it just me and Jack? And we
Yeah,
was
y'all was over here.
we
Yeah, you
was
can't fool with Jack because Jack
we,
be messy. Mm-mm.
we was trolling DC baby for show. I said, "Oh, are you sure you can be over here?" Well, I ain't sure.
Girl, yeah, but Jack, she'll sucker you right on in. You think you're talking about pancakes and you end up talking about eggs. Like, and you be like, damn, how did I get here? You
What
know what
you
I'm
get?
saying? You
After
got
a
to be
while, I had
careful.
to leave the live. I had to leave because I was like, I'm gonna get in trouble. Let me get out of
I said, Niecy done disappeared.
here.
But I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to ask certain things. Well, Jack said she wouldn't ask her certain things either, like disrespecting the relationship that we had with May, and things like that. Like, but initially, if it was going to get down and get out, we was there for it. But once you kind of like was like nah, and said your reasons, I'm gonna respect that because you are who you are. Submit. You know what I'm saying? So I
But
don't want
see,
to be
I
a part of
really told y'all, like, I was trying to change my stuff, and I'm really trying to stay on a positive note, and I'm really trying to stay on a different path. I've even like gotten more exclusive about my life. I'm not on here, every day telling all my business. So I've gotten, a little bit more private than what I used to be. There's a
Mhm.
lot that I ain't said. There's a
Oh,
lot that
good.
we just now hearing today that happened weeks ago. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I mean, I'm just trying to live my life and figure this thing called life out and not be stressed out, by other stuff. Like I don't have like I told Nisi, like I don't have the time with everything that I have in my personal life to be dealing with crap off the internet too. I just don't got the time for it. I don't.
Yeah,
I
nah.
got too much going on in my life.
Shoot, I definitely can respect that. Like I said, I heard what you said. Shoot, Jack banned Niecy from her live anyway. She ain't loud over there.
Okay.
She said, mm-mm, nope.
Yeah, because sometimes I feel like Nisi can't help her damn self. She just gotta say something.
No,
And I
Niecy,
used to be like that. I used
Niecy
to be
really,
like that.
cause she want to talk, especially if you hit a certain soft spot. That's not.
Especially if you hit about them kids, baby. She coming.
Right, let me up, let me up. Hold on, wait.
But they gonna hit them kids every time. They gonna hit with that
Every
every
time,
time because they know that'll bring you out.
every time, every
And
time,
that's
every
why
time.
I say, like, them children are innocent, like, and they'll never even know what's being said. So stop letting that affect you for real.
You gotta block the noise out. Don't let people bring stuff to you, and just block the noise out. Like, don't even click into their live or
Yeah,
nothing like that. Shoot, if you
Y'all
come
know
into my
that's my
live,
pet peeve.
if you come into my
they do
live and
too. They know it.
they absolutely, if you come into my live and I see you, I'm gonna say this ain't for you, Niecy. Go ahead, go on over there. Go over there. This ain't for
Oh,
you.
you gonna tell me when I'm not supposed? See, look at you telling. You
Yeah,
snitching
I'm not.
now.
No. I'm saying if you come into my comment section and I'm covering something that I feel like could trigger you, I'm gonna say this
Oh,
ain't for you. Go ahead and go over there because you know I got a thing for like if I hear people talk about the kids and stuff, most of the time I say something every time because I just think it's disgusting. So like, but you don't need to be there. Let other people fight them battles because somebody gonna say something about it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta
Yeah,
fight the battle. You ain't gotta do it. And honestly, we can't control nothing what other people gonna say. They're gonna say it when they want to say it. So why even stress yourself out trying to prove a point? Because it don't matter at the end of the day. You
because
just
they
made a
don't
bunch of
care.
noise.
They really
Yeah,
don't care.
exuded a bunch of energy, got mad and upset, trying to prove a point for nothing because it fall on deaf ears. It don't matter at the end of the day.
Just
Unless you
like
doing
no matter
something to
if
run up
I'm
a number, it don't matter.
just like no matter how much we say it or they hear Whitney say that it's all her, they're still like, we're not buying it. It was you,
Yeah.
May. And I'm like, what are you
Mhm.
not buying? What is there to buy? Because baby, I didn't know we
Mhm.
had anything for sale. Like it's
Mm-mm.
what it is. You know, whether you want to hear it or not, it's just what it is.
You
I
always gonna be
really
the
told my
culprit.
wife, I'm gonna tell y'all what I really told my wife, which, you know, kind of probably TMI, but I don't care. I said, just give me the cookie and we ain't gotta worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just do what you're
Uh-uh.
supposed to do and we good. You feel me?
Mhm.
Because I don't even care about it no more. She like, man, like we go keep trying. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. You know, and then
Mhm.
people acting like I'm wrong. Well, why isn't she enough for you? It's not that she's not enough for me, sweetheart.
Right.
It's that I need what I need. Hello.
Mhm. Just like you need what you need. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all act like y'all out here. All of y'all are just virgins. Oh, and I heard you say that Whitney is not a virgin anymore. Is I still consider her a virgin because she's never been penetrated.
Penetrated. Yeah, I know. That's why I said I don't think, but I'm not sure
Yeah,
because I remember
she's never
y'all.
been
You know.
penetrated, so she's still a virgin. She's. I
Okay.
mean, I gave her some head though. I ain't gonna lie,
I wasn't gonna
multiple
go into the
times.
details because to me, I feel
Yeah.
like that's her business. But so I kind of paused in my tracks. But yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. You know, like I said, I told you, that live left me super excited to see, and you know, because we don't get to really see much of Whitney. We don't hear much, so you know, if she's willing to come up, it ain't got to be all the time. That'd be too much. But every so often, come up. You know, let us know what's going on, what y'all want to share with us when y'all get ready to, because y'all don't gotta tell everything. They don't need to know everything. Sometimes giving us too much it takes away
Hmm.
the element of surprise, the interest, and all that anyway, you know, too. So, you know, people gonna look forward to that. They're gonna run to that because they want to hear Whitney. They want to see Whitney. They've been wanting that. So, and I
Hmm.
enjoyed that. I enjoyed that side, that transparency, you know, from Whitney. So I was super excited. I was on a call with Tori and I was like, I gotta go live, y'all, because did y'all hear this? I'm excited because
Hmm.
I'm like, I have a personal perspective. It's not just me making assumptions or speaking out of turn because I'm not for poly. Like, I actually have a personal experience. Like, I've actually been in it. I have like a religious connection to it. And I've seen so many other people go through it. So this is not just talking out the side of my neck. Like, this is like actual experience, like the truth, what it really is.
Hmm.
So if you want to learn something and you want to understand, open your ears and close your mouth a little bit more, you know? Because just because you ain't into it or you ain't with it, don't make it wrong. And that's the thing. People gotta stop making anything wrong because you're not with it or it's not for you. You crying for somebody, you know, and they don't like you, but that don't mean you wrong. You just ain't for them, you know. Everything and everybody cup of tea.
Yeah, and then they constantly say, "Well, we don't like you, May, because we don't like your lifestyle." Who
Who gives a
cares?
damn?
I didn't
You want
ask
a
you.
cookie? Here, eat a boogie. Nobody
Right? I
cares.
didn't ask you to like my lifestyle. Who gives a damn? And I don't
Right,
like
Kelsey,
you.
I agree.
And and
Well, I thank you guys for coming up. I enjoyed this
you're
live.
welcome.
I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. And
Absolutely.
I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all know what time it is. Bye,
All right.
YouTubers.
It's
Bye, y'all.
Summer's Room.
Indeed.
Nice.
The tea is coming soon.
We got the tea.
If you're at home or on the move,
On the
but you
move.
gotta stay tuned.
Stay tuned,
till
y'all.
summer's room. The tea is coming soon.
We got the
If
tea.
you at home or on the move,
On the
but you
move.
gotta stay tuned.
Stay tuned,
till
y'all.
summer's room.
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Bye.